Hello, PMC students. I wanted to spend a few minutes just making a short video explaining some of the details about the PMC. I know that a lot of you have been registering in the program or enrolling in the program, and that's great. I'm really excited about it. And I realize that you're just not given all the information that I'd like to give you if I was there in person. And also, this course is going to start online before I actually get to see you. So I thought we'd take a few minutes, but first I can introduce you to Miss Cassia, which I think some of you have seen pictures, but here she is. We'll see if I'll get to finish recording this whole thing before she wakes up and decides that she needs something. But for now, it's quiet in the house, so I thought I would go ahead and make a short recording for you. So you've registered for the PMC, you've been given some information, but let me kind of walk you through a little bit about what to expect and some of the things that are happening and just some overall stuff. So welcome to the course. First of all, I'm really excited that so many of you are in it. It's going to be a lot of fun. As the online course, the clinical skills course, has become finalized, I'm just more and more excited about the possibilities. There's, you do sacrifice some things not having it on site, but I actually think that you gain more. And part of it is being able to use the resources that are out there a little bit more effectively. For example, I could never get a really great speaker on motivational interviewing, but it was very easy for me to find some amazing videos on motivational interviewing by some of the experts and integrate those into the course, as well as other information that I've created or whatever else we're going to need. So first of all, the course starts in the beginning of September. I think the first week it's somewhere around the 7th or something like that of September. It's a little later than usual. And prior to that, you should have an opportunity to train with Learning House so that you have that training. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to look, and I don't think it would hurt to be proactive because really that first week you're going to be jumping right in. And my job in the course is not really to get you to figure out how to use the course online software, the Learning House software, as much as it is to train around the material. So it is going to be a little bit different for you to try to learn how to use that software, and I think if you can do that ahead of time, that would be great. Although it should be very easy to learn. So there's 3 courses this fall, and the 3 courses this fall are clinical skills. Clinical skills is a fully online course, except there's 2 on-site pieces. So that's very confusing. The reason why is basically I wasn't allowed to make a partial online on-site course. So we have fully online, and then we have a project that we'll be meeting for, and then we have a clinic orientation. So I'll go over those dates more in a little bit. So clinical skills it's a big course. It's a 4-credit course. So there's a lot of components to it. You will need 1 textbook, which we'll be using on a weekly basis, or almost weekly, which is the Consultation of Phytotherapy by Peter Conway. So you'll need to have that book ready to go right in the beginning. Clinical skills, you'll be doing a lot of interviews. You'll be doing watching some videos. There's 3 different forums. But I'm hoping a lot of the things that you're going to be doing are getting you out there and experiencing in your communities and so on. So that's the idea with that. And the other course is the Practitioner Skills course. So the Practitioner Skills course is a course that's technically held by Susan Duggan, who I don't know how many of you have a contact with, but she would be my #1 choice for Healing Presence faculty. So I'm really thrilled that she's willing to hold this. And that course is held both on-site and off-site because there's 2 days of classes at MUIH. On weekends is 2 Sundays, and then there's also the retreat. So it's the retreat plus 2 days. So none of that is online. It's all on site or at the retreat. So I'll go over those schedules again more. And then the last course is the practice management, which is just that 1 weekend. So those are your 3 courses that are going to be meeting this fall. Now the fall dates that you have, the September 28th date is actually kind of like an intro to the program. And also we're going to be working on we call it the clinical skills interview dance. So you'll get into that as we get into the clinical skills course. But basically, it's a project that could be a real hassle, but it makes it really easy to meet. So that 28th day is actually optional, and it'll be a half day. I need to set the timing, but I imagine it'll be something like, 9 or 9:30 until lunchtime, basically, maybe a later lunchtime. And then on the 29th, you're meeting September 29th, you're meeting all day for the practitioner skills course with Susan. So that's that days. Now the retreat is, let me add something else in. On September 10th at 7 p.m., we're going to have a clinical skills course orientation. So September 10th at 7 p.m. using the big blue button in the course. So you'll learn how to use that, and we'll get familiar with that. Now, the retreat is October 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. So you'll arrive on the evening of the 17th. The place where it's at is a little confusing in the dark, I would say. So, if you have the flexibility, you can't arrive before 3, but if you have the flexibility to arrive before it's really dark, it's going to be easier. It's just like a network of cabins on these little dirt roads, and they're not particularly well labeled, so it could just become very confusing, but everyone always finds it. So if you need to come after work on the 17th, that's fine. We'll make some plans closer to that with people who are bringing their dinner or not. And then you're going to be departing on the morning of the 20th, but later morning, like 10 or so. So make those plans to do that. On November 2nd and 3rd, so both Susan and I are going to be at the retreat. I'll be there the whole time. Susan will be there the part of the time, and we'll both be teaching. Even though it's a practitioner skills retreat, I'll be teaching part of that. November 2nd and 3rd, you are going to have practice management both days at MUIH. And then November 16th and 17th, the 16th is a clinical skills orientation on November 16th. And November 17th, you have your last day of practitioner skills. The other dates are January 19th and March 22nd, and those are both practice management. Now, I know a lot of you noticed, wow, then we don't meet again, but we actually will be meeting all the time because we'll be in clinic together. So I'm happy to create other opportunities to meet both socially and for experience as we go along. I just want to kind of feel it out and see if people are already coming so much for clinic. Clinic is going to be every single Tuesday. There'll be a small clinic on Tuesday with one supervisor that's from 2 to 8. So it's a long clinic shift. And every other Sunday from 9 to 3. And that will have multiple supervisors. So the dates are actually published online for those. So, and we're just going to see how that works, whether we need more or less. But that's what we're going to start with. Tuesdays from 2 to 8 and every other Sunday from 9 to 3. And there are some irregularities because of Easter and things like that. Other things to mention is I will be back at MUIH on September 22nd or 23rd, whatever that Monday is. Prior to that, you want to reach me by email or by phone. If you need me, I'm happy to schedule a phone call with you anytime. You just let me know, or an email chat. We can do something with Google Hangout or Skype or something like that as you prefer, or a phone call. But I want to make sure you're comfortable with the course, and of course the email is always there. And I'll talk more about the format for clinic later. But I wanted to give you an idea of what was going to be happening so you felt a little bit more comfortable about how it's going to start. But the clinical skills course will really orient you, get you set up, and that course, again, I'm very excited about it. It's certainly a substantial course at 4 credits. But it's also very experiential, so you're not going to be sitting there all the time. And hopefully, we'll work out the kinks very early on. So welcome back to school, or if you're watching this in the middle of the summer, then don't welcome back to school. I hope you enjoy the rest of your break. And Cassia says hello. She is still sleeping here. You can tell how big of a little thing she's become. And I'm looking forward to all of you meeting her. She will be attending everything this fall that I'm attending with a care provider, so since she's still nursing pretty regularly, at the moment very regularly. Can't believe I actually got through 9 minutes and 30 seconds without nursing. So I hope you're all well, and I look forward to catching up with you all more. Okay? See you soon. Bye.